Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Riemann Calculator. Today we discuss the mathematical models of game theory and pyramidal organizations. Now, an introductory example would be fitting. Recently, not too recently, about a couple months ago, because I heard about this back when school was in, and it's been about half a month, close to a month now since summer break started for all you guys out there that are in high school, college, university, etc. I just got out of middle school, but I'm glad to be a freshman now, so it's pretty good. Anyways, an example I heard during school was that AIG, the chairman of AIG, had given large bonuses to his top corporate executive officers. And I heard a lot of outcry that was unfair, that, oh, why should they get all this money and we don't? And if I looked it up and I noticed that certain corporate executive officers got more than others. And this led me to believe, because I'm a huge fan of game theory, the logic and everything is just it's pretty seductive to me. I love it, and I found a really cool mathematical model to go along with it. So I figured that the chairman, he or she, not to be politically incorrect here, he or she gave the top leading corporate executive officers more money because he wanted, or she wanted, them to stay with the company and not move over to other companies. A really big topic in this is deception, loyalty, and incentive. So, my goddamn marker. It's a brand new marker I bought for like $1 over at the dollar store. I hate this damn thing. It's brand new. It's impossible to get off. Damn it. Alright. So, deception is directly, I think this is a symbol, is directly proportional to authority. Now, what does this mean? This means that as you go up in power, so let's draw us a pyramidal organization, segment it. Let's call this tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Tier 3 is the most loyal. They're happy, but they have the least degrees of freedom. They can't do as much, they don't earn as much as tier 2 or tier 1. That means they're lucky to even get this job or position. It can be like even in ancient Egypt, they have to work here because they need the money. Tier 2, they're doing a good job. They don't really need the job, but they really want the money up here. So they will do what they can to get to the top tier. This is known as deception. They will, how should I say it? They will collude with other workers, or in cases of other, let's say like ancient Egypt. Like, I just love the ancient Egypt example. Tier 1's the pharaoh. Tier 2 is like his servants, and tier 3 is like the laborers, slaves. Tier 2 are maybe, if they don't like the pharaoh, which they probably won't, they're all going to come together and try to find out a way to take down the pharaoh and become ones themselves. I think if you guys ever see Futurama, that one episode where God, what's his? I forgot. I haven't seen the show in so long. But the robot guy becomes a pharaoh, and all the Egyptians just take him down. They kick him down in a pit and everything, leave him to die. But it's pretty hilarious. So deception, as authority goes up. Authority goes up as this number next to the T goes down. So yeah, deception is directly proportional to authority. Now, let's talk about something else. Deg F. What's Deg F? Degree of freedom. Now, I know I'm not using this in the proper context of physics, degrees of freedom, or something else, but, you know, in this context, degrees of freedom means how much the tier is allowed to do, how much they make, and the amount or the impact they have on the top tier's decisions in perspective to game theory. So, we will write this mathematically as the limit as n approaches infinity of tier number n, what was I going to write, is inversely proportional to the degree of freedom. So, what does that mean? That means the lower you go down in rank, the less you're able to do. Simply put. Anyways, so why did the chairman give these high-paying CEOs, they're already high-paid, so why does he need to give them a big bonus? Well, he doesn't want them to go to rival companies. He's anticipating that. He will lose lots of profit. And because these high-ranking CEOs are already high-ranking, they want to get to the top. They want more and more money. So they're being greedy. They're trying to haggle with them or her, and they're like, you know what, if you don't give us enough money, we're going over to the other corporation. So it's a lose-lose sort of situation for the chairman. If he's giving them big bonuses, he's losing money. She's losing money. If the CEO leaves the corporation, they're losing profits. So that's an example of the deception increases with authority. So, I'm going to pause this for a second. Okay. Deception. Deception. Let's see, what did I have in my notes here that I wanted to share with you guys? Here. Oh, I only have, I'm at 7 minutes. I don't think I'll be able to wrap this up in another, minute and a half. So I'm going to make a part 2. Be sure to check that out. I'm Mr. Remod Calculator. I'll be back in a minute.